Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. This is Dr. Muhammad Shafiq, lecturer of philosophy at Department of Islamic and Pakistan Studies Trust. The course I'm teaching you is called Introduction to Logic. The course code is PHI 101, and this is lecture number 23. And today we are going to discuss what is negation of statements in symbolic logic. Outline of today's lecture consists upon negation of statements. So what is negation of statement? Symbolic logic use curl or tilde symbol for negative propositions. So what is negation? Negation is another logical operation unlike conjunction and disjunction. However, it is applied to a single statement. If one were to say she is friendly, the negation of that statement would be she is not friendly. The symbol for negation is tilde or curl. It is placed in front of the statement to be negated, as in example of not P in case of she is not friendly. P means she is friendly, not P means or curl P means she is not friendly. Or more formally, it is not the case that she is friendly. That can also be expressed with the symbol of tilde or curl and letter P. It is not the case phrase basically avoids embedding the negation in the middle of the statement to be negated. The symbol list is read not P. The statement not P is true when P is false and false when P is true. For example, if P is the statement, it says she is friendly, and not P is the statement, this is not the case, she is friendly. So if the first case, in which it says she is friendly, P, if it is true, then the second case, that she is not friendly, would obviously be false. So the negative statements have relationship with the affirmative as adverse. If one is true, the other would be false. But the question arises, how do we know that a statement is negative? There are certain signifiers which indicate if a statement is negative or not. A statement is negative if it contains at least one of the following signifiers. That is to say, no, not, it is false, it is not the case. For example, if we say either no students are interested in the party, P or Q, it is not the case that the administration requires the students to attend the party. So we can express it symbolically as not P, wedge not Q. The second case could be if the company does not increase the salary of the workers, P, then the union will go on strike to press its various demands. this can be symbolically presented as not P then Q, because the company does not increase the salary, that is not P. The salary of the worker, increase the salary of the worker is the proposition P, while if it is not increased, then obviously we will express it as curl or tail the P. And the second proposition says, then the union will go on strike to press its various demands. So this proposition is symbolically presented with the letter Q. And the horseshoeing between these two symbols, that is the conditional statement, or that is for hypothetical statement. So if not P, then Q. If company does not increase the salary of workers, then the union will go on strike. So if not P, then Q. The third case could be the professor will not be absent if and only if he is not sick. So the professor will not be absent, that is expressed in the letter P, while if and only if he is not sick, that is expressed in Q. So the professor will be absent, that is the proposition which is depicted by the letter P, and if we negate it by saying that the professor will not be absent, that means it is expressed with the not P or with the tilde P or curl P. On the other hand, the second proposition says if and only if he is not sick. He is sick is depicted with the letter Q, while we are saying that he is not sick, then we need to put a symbol of negation, that is curl, before the letter Q. So not P, if and only if, not Q. That is the third case of negation. Now if we proceed further, then we can say the double negation, which says it is not true that the professor is not sick. So if we take the proposition professor is sick as P, then if we say the professor is not sick, then obviously we are going to express it in curl P, but the full statement says that it is not true, or it is not the case that the professor is not sick. That basically means there is double negation. That basically means the statement which says the professor is not sick is also not true, or is negative statement. So not P or curl P needs another curl before that, because it is saying it is not true that the professor is not sick. So double negation or double curl P basically equals to P, because both negations can eliminate each other. Now there are certain contradictory words, such as being unkind. If we say Lulu is generous while Lily is unkind. Lulu is generous is expressed with the letter P, while Lily is unkind is expressed with the letter Q. So both have a conjunctional relationship between them. That is why it is expressed with the dot. Now, P dot Q. Another example is either George is kind or Bert is unkind. George is kind is expressed with the letter P, while Bert is unkind or Bert is not kind is expressed with the letter Q, being negative statement. It means curl before that. And because the both propositions have adverse, or both propositions have disjunctive relationship between them, hence these are related with the symbol wedge, which is used for disjunctive propositions. So either George is kind or Bert is not kind. Either Q wedge not Q. Now, rules of negations, when we are using the truth tables, which we are going to use on the later stage, using these symbolic forms of statements to check the validity of our arguments by means of truth tables. For those truth tables, we have certain rules for all kinds of symbols. So for the negation, we use normally this curl or tilde before the letter. The rules in negation while using truth table is negation of true statement is false. If I say Ali is intelligent, that is P, while on the other hand, if I say Ali is not intelligent, that is curl P. So if we take P to be true, that Ali is intelligent, then not P has to be false, and not P is false. Similarly, if we take P as false, or if we say Ali is intelligent, this statement to be false, then Ali is not intelligent or not P, that would be obviously true. So that's the rule of negation. If one is true, the other negative statement of or adverse statement would be logically false. So if we say, for example, the administration requires the students to attend the party, and we express it with the letter P, on the other hand, the negative form of this proposition would be, it is not the case that the administration requires the students to attend the party. That can be expressed with the curl P or tilde P. Now, the administration requires the students to attend the party. To take it true to be true, P is equal to T, that is true. Then the statement which says it is not the case that the administration requires the students to attend the party, then P is equal to false. So these are the rules of negation. We need to keep in our mind that negative statements or negative propositions are very much important and integral part of our argumentation, which we use daily basis. So we need to understand the symbol of negation as well as the rule of negation. The symbol of negation is the curl or tilde before the letter which expresses any proposition. And the rule for negation is if one statement is taken to be true, the negation of that statement must be taken to be false in a given argument. And if a statement is taken to be false, the adverse or negative statement of such proposition would logically be true. So we need to remember this relationship and symbol because it is going to be very helpful while we proceed with the truth table diagrams while testing our arguments on a later stage. I hope you understood this rules of negation and it is quite clear. There are two books recommended, which I always recommend at the end of my lectures, and which are very easily available in our trust library as well as online. So you can consult these books, and if you have any queries, questions, or any problems, please do get in touch with me so that we can clarify that before starting our next lecture. Until then, take care and Allah Hafiz.